We are on verdict watch, by the way, of Daniel Penny, who's an American hero, which if Daniel Penny goes to jail, there has to be some sort of federal recourse for this. Just a refresher, Daniel Penny was on the subway when this lunatic was harassing other passengers on a subway in New York City. A good Samaritan, Marine, great man, goes and restrains the lunatic. The lunatic ends up dying for a different reason unrelated to him. Daniel Penny is now facing murder charges for this, could end up the rest of his life in jail for doing the right thing. Do you want more Daniel Pennies or less Daniel Pennies? For the women in the world, what would you like to have that situation play out? Now, I want to have a single liberal woman come on this program and tell me, let's recreate the scene. Let's recreate it. You're sitting on the subway. You have a Marine sitting right there, and then you got some lunatic screaming in people's faces, harassing them and physically harassing them and assaulting them. I want you to tell me in that situation what should have been done. Oh, call the police? Sorry, they didn't show up. They're understaffed and undermanned. What should the man do in that situation? I want a liberal woman to tell me in great specific detail, because it happens all the time. It's very interesting because also in the city of New York was the Kitty Genovese story. I don't know if Blake even knows the Kitty Genovese story off the top of his head. He probably does. The Kitty Genovese story actually was largely propaganda. Not everyone does, Blake. Okay. Blake says everyone knows what Kitty Genovese does. Okay. It's not totally a myth, but that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that people were upset that Kitty Genovese allegedly was raped and people watched on and did nothing. And people were outraged about it. The point being that it actually wasn't what people said it was, but the takeaway was that the public said, how could you dare see something bad and you would do nothing about it? That's the point of the story I'm going at. Now in New York, it's you see something bad, how dare you intervene? You see something bad, how dare you step up? The situation in front of us is, do you want men in particular who served in our military, whatever, when they see something evil, when they see a bully unfolding in front of them, do you want them to just kind of shrug their shoulders? That is the country you are entering. And the women of this world, especially the unmarried liberal women of New York City who ride the subway, this verdict will make you in a far more dangerous situation. This verdict will result in women being assaulted, raped, kidnapped, murdered if it goes in against Daniel Penny. Why? Their idea of masculinity is a feeling, emotions-based masculinity. It's one that tries to find the common ground with the harasser. Their type of masculinity is one where, oh, he must be going through so much because he's going up to women on the subway and harassing them and potentially assaulting them. Daniel Penny didn't just do nothing wrong, he did everything right. And now he might be punished for the rest of his life because of that. He's heroic. What would you rather have in that situation? Would you rather have men sit idly by? A liberal woman on Twitter the other day said, quote, "This man on the subway was repeatedly harassing a woman, being disgusting and invading her space. Tell me why, and the other women around try to intervene and just tell him off, but all the young fit guys just stood around and stood silent and looked at the ground." You wonder why? By the way, this is a liberal woman on the subway. Men are now saying, well, if I intervene and do something, I go to jail for the rest of my life. We punish the heroes and we elevate the criminals. We punish the courageous. We criminalize the courageous, actually, is what this is. By design. If Daniel Penny spends a day in prison, I call on Pam Bondi to do the following. Pam Bondi should launch an immediate investigation of the New York justice system, just like the investigations Obama weaponized against big city police departments. Pam Bondi should immediately cut off the $3.4 billion federal grant going to MTA and all other federal funds, and no taxpayer funds should subsidize transport systems in New York City that criminalize the innocent. Similarly, cut off all federal funds going to the New York courts or prison systems and issue a blanket ban against hiring New York state prosecutors into federal positions. If Daniel Penny goes into jail, which it looks like he might, who knows, the verdict is open-ended. It will be criminalizing the courageous and putting a hero in prison.
Man hopped on the train, said he was ready to die. You know, he didn't care.
It's been belligerent and then
Very.
The whole train was freaked out. He was either going to like pull a gun, a knife, or like...
He said, I'm willing to die, you know, I'm willing to get killed.
a name and a phone number.
Known as the level 1 Central, Canada, over here,
The guy in the tan did take him down like very respectfully and just like held him down. He wasn't like, he was just okay.
I think that the guy is totally drove down.
These two young ladies right here.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you see?
What did I see? I was sitting over there, I heard the young man that's on the floor saying, you know, hey, I'm willing to die, you know? I'll do anything. I'm willing to die. I'll go to jail. I don't care. And he was saying it so loud that everyone turned around. So this young man,
Train's going to be held here for a long period of time. You're going to find
walk down. These two young ladies right here.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you see?
What did I see? I was sitting over there, I heard the young man that's on the floor saying, you know, hey, I'm willing to die, you know? I'll do anything. I'm willing to die. I'll go to jail. I don't care. And he was saying it so loud that everyone turned around. So this young man, he got belligerent and he tackled him down.
Who?
The one that just passed away in the brown jacket, the one that just went past.
The guy in the brown jacket.
Yeah, you got to see the guy in the brown jacket. Yeah.
That's what the guys in the briefs here. You got a brown jacket, tan jacket. Take him to the precinct right now. Take him to the fifth precinct.
So he took him to the ground. The guy with the brown jacket took him to the ground.
Yeah, he took him to the ground and gave him a chokehold. Not a hard chokehold, just enough to secure him. And the guy fought. And he kept holding him. All right? And then that's when everybody totally realized what was going on. And I think this guy's on drugs, you know, because when he came in, he was unbelievably off the charts. He scared the living daylights out of everybody.
How did he bring him down to the ground? Like he picked him up and threw him on the ground?
I remember he stood up, grabbed him, turned him around, and put him to the ground.
All right.